Hello, Nacita School community. I'm sorry, I was trying to fix the lighting in here, but apparently I'm going to have some shadows no matter what. So that means the sun is shining, and that is a good thing on this nice wintry, blustery day that we're having outside of our Nacita School building today. So welcome to Facebook Live. I'm Tanya Kitlowski. I am the district superintendent here in Nacita Area School District. And it is the 13th of February in 2020, and we are the eve of Valentine's Day. So a quick message about that I'll provide today. I want to share a few updates that are coming up because we're getting into the registration, enrollment, open enrollment part of our school year. And so there's some programming updates that I think could be beneficial to let my school community know and others. And we'll share those updates, and then I'll conclude with some information regarding our Cardinal outreach things. We've extended some things and added some things, so I'll give a couple updates on that too. So first of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about programming here in the Nacita Area School District. We have really embarked on some big work, and our staff is working incredibly hard to align practices to what we now have as our graduate profile. So again, I'm sorry about the glare, everybody. I'm not going to be able to fix that as we're on. But this graduate profile is really kind of the foundation with kind of how we're working and deciding what we need to focus on as a school district, because we as a school community said these things are really important for our kids and what we want out of our kids. And we want more than just academic standards. We really want to raise and nurture really good kids who can be successful in the communities they live and they serve. So that profile includes various items. So a lot of our program improvements are really things that focus on engaging our kids at deep levels, as well as ensuring we're building some of those important skills. One of the things that we implemented last year and had a planning grant was, of course, our charter schools. And so I wanted to just share a little information. Our families received a charter school update with some information, but also on our website, if you click under schools and go to our charter schools, you will have a web page that shares information with you about those charter schools and information about enrollment into the charters. So we are in that enrollment period right now. So if people are interested in our charter schools, you can certainly enroll at this point. What we decide is what our caps are and what the lottery process is to get in regarding the open spots we do have. If you are an out-of-district student but are a family and interested in the charter schools, you really need to open enroll through the school district first and then fill out a charter school application. Those applications are out on our website, and you're welcome to check it out. They're very simplistic applications. We encourage you all to consider it. It is just a different type of school. It's not any better or any worse than our what we call our legacy school or our regular school. It's just different. There are certain guarantees that we make within our charter school that we have not yet been able to guarantee in our legacy school because it's a more comprehensive model of all of the things that we know work for kids, and really the model that really helps us meet this profile in a really comprehensive way. So those teachers have had extensive training, much more than we could ever offer all of our staff. They have been having that training paid for through our grant, as well as developing projects really focused on the things and the skills that we want for students. So that is just a primary snapshot of our charter schools. And I'm happy to share more about our charter schools in a different segment, but at least you have some information regarding that we are in open enrollment time, and we are in a time period of which you can apply for some of those charter school spots. There are two charter schools. There is a charter school in grades 1 through 5, and then there is a secondary charter school, grades 6 through 12. Both of them function as independent charter schools, so just because you're in one charter school does not mean you get into the second charter school. And there is a process for all of that. So check out our website. All the information regarding our lottery system, our enrollment caps, and all of that information is there on the charter school page. Also, we have extended this year for the first time our 4K programming. Up until this year, we offered 2 full days a week, and this year we moved to 4 full days a week. So we really looked deeply at what the needs of our community are, what the needs of our children are, and really thought we should play a more active role in helping our families and children be as school ready as possible. And so we have an optional all-day, 4 days a week program this year. For parents interested in that, there is a 4K page that you can go to under the families link on the top of our website, and there's 4K programming. There's a separate link, and it'll have a question and answer. It'll have information regarding the dates that you can enroll your 4K child, and other information that could be helpful to you. So I wanted to mention that because for us in Necedah, that is a new program in terms of the length and day of that program. And the other common question I had about 4K in the past was regarding transportation. We do transport our 4K students with all of our students. Being a small school district, our pre-K 12 students ride together. However, we're very intentional about making sure that our youngest learners are really secure, and that is in the fronts of the bus, and really trying to take care of them through a seatbelt now that we have for all of our 4K children. We just felt that was really important as we started to transport more 4K children. Certainly parents always have the option of bringing your child to school. That will always be an option as well. So I just wanted to add that in there because that's a common question that I get. Regarding open enrollment, we are heading into the state of Wisconsin's open enrollment window. It just happened as we hit February here. And one of the things I wanted to mention that we are really proud of in our district, one of the things we can say, are we meeting the needs of kids? And one of the things that we can say right now, based on some data and some numbers, is that we might be better doing that right now because of how our revenue and expenses have shifted regarding open enrollment. So with open enrollment, as children go from one district to another, parents have that choice to open enroll to a different school district. And again, we're in that window in Wisconsin right now for parents to make that selection. When I came here, we had a deficit of $363,000 plus, meaning that we had more kids open enrolling out than we had open enrolling in, which meant our district was spending $363,000 in the red deficit to meet the needs of kids. We now this year, for the first time, just ran our numbers again, and we are still in the red, which I'm hoping that soon we'll be in the black, but we are only in the red of $12,000, or actually almost just under $13,000 this year. So that program shift with open enrollment we see as one of the indicators that, you know, we're trying to do really good things for kids and trying to meet the needs of kids differently than maybe we have in the past, and offering options that do that more effectively. So we're proud of that. So with that, we also are in the midst of our open enrollment period. And on the district website, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it so it doesn't glare, there is an open enrollment tab both under our family section as well as the school district, that you can check out some of the things that might be of interest to you if you are considering open enrolling to Necedah Area School District. So I wanted to just share that information with you in light of the time period we're at in Wisconsin with open enrollment. So also, the other update I wanted to give you was really about our community connections again. Just like we did with our graduate profile, when we really said what things are important to us as a school district for our children, and our community was involved deeply in this process with us, we also have the same thing that we're showing for our community connections. I don't believe, and I don't think any of us believe, that schools work in isolation, nor should they, that we are a collective school community and that we serve our school community. And so I think there were ways that we could do that differently and improve some of those things, and we will continue to improve. One of the things that we're doing right now to form those positive connections and interactions with our school community is through some of our outreach. I mentioned this in our last Facebook Live, but we have now concluded our spring course of programming for our community regarding the outreach efforts that we're providing to let people come into their school and be a part of some things here for enrichment opportunities within their community. So we encourage people to join us and be a part of that. Everybody should have gotten a school community postcard in the mail this week that has some of those options. On our district website, on the homepage, there is also a document that has more classes than are even listed on that postcard. We couldn't fit them all on. And with that, I just want to mention that we're very fortunate to have a grant that continues to support us being able to communicate in that way with our community. We have a grant that supports us being able to send newsletters and postcards. We know that's the only way that everybody gets the same message. Everybody's not on with me today, nor do they get the phone calls or Facebook. And so it's really important for us to have some common things out there to share with our community, and those postcards and newsletters help us do that. The last thing I would mention regarding those community connection pieces, we are really about inviting people into our school. This is your school, it's your school community, and it's important for you to be a part and to see the things that are taking place in your school. And so we invite you in. There are several days we've set up for what we call campus tours. We would love to have you visit us and see our kids and our staff in action. We have a lot to be proud of here in our school community, and we would love to have you share in that experience with us if you would like to join us. So those dates are also listed on our homepage and our school website. You're able to pull out those dates and just RSVP to us, and feel free to join us on a date that's convenient for you. Those were the main updates I had, I guess, on the eve of what is soon to be Valentine's Day. It is also appropriate for me to mention in closing that as usual and as always, I love working with our kids. I use the word love a lot and take some criticism for it, but I believe we love things that give us deep satisfaction. I often say I love cotton candy, and I love horseback riding. I love my motorcycle. I love these things in my life because they give me satisfaction. But one of the things that I love most in my life, other than my family and friends, is the work I do with children in the school community. I have, they give me satisfaction. I find great joy in the work I do here. And I tell students and community members alike that I love them because that is a part of who I am. And I just couldn't be more proud to serve the school community. So on the eve of Valentine's Day, it's appropriate for me to share that message with you and to tell you how incredibly proud I am to serve all of you and how much I love our children, our families, and our community. So everybody, we have some bad weather coming in. I know it's going to be cold in the next day. Just stay tuned. I will certainly share some messages if we end up having any issues with school. I don't anticipate it, but you never know. So everybody stay warm. If you know of anybody that needs any support in our school community with the cold weather coming in or any of the other inclement weather type things that happen, please reach out to me. I'm a connection and a resource to everybody in this community, and I'm happy to help in any way I can to support our citizens. So thank you for joining me today. I love you guys, and everybody have a great Valentine's Day and a wonderful rest of the week. Thanks, everybody.